Stage 1 is really closing in quite quickly. No team eliminated just yet, if memory serves. So I'd say this is gonna be quite the journey.
Yeah, I would agree. And well, it's not an easy journey, especially for those teams right here. At the stage, they already lost one, or actually both of the teams lost one. But the
Mhm.
only difference is Old Frankie hasn't been picked up just yet. So they need to be a little bit cautious as well as try and rush in towards Old Frankie because otherwise it will be a losing game, especially if it will be a 2v3 situation.
Oh man, yeah, that is true. That is true. I do think that because of these odds, right? For some of these teams, especially the ones we're not seeing anybody here just yet, right? We're looking exactly at DX and Enigma Galaxy. These odds of being eliminated this early, a lot of teams here don't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at the map just yet, but I want to be surprised, right? I personally want to be in a bit of a shock. Okay, well, yeah, Prod, just shifting it over to Morph.
Oh, you will be surprised indeed later on.
Yeah, there's that too. Okay, but so far no engagement on the side of Morph. They do have a bunch of vehicles, seized, and this is going back old school Neptune. This is one of those moments wherein you're basically playing ranked game. Find a car, find a vehicle, go to a spot where you'd be most comfortable, and just weather out the storm.
Now, let's see if we'll be able to see a lot more. But speaking of storm, a lot of teams has been staying outside of the blue storm, and though it doesn't hurt, especially in the first stage, well, it will like you'll be using up a lot more of your resources, especially if you don't have that much. But I guess with the time that they spend already outside for the side of Daewoo United, Kagendra, and Utilize, they will be moving in. They need to move in. Otherwise, they might be caught off guard later on.
And you just got a glimpse there of Lapar, the man of the season, I would say. He's one of those. He's put in the work, and for good reason. I do think by the end of this entire tournament, not just this day, the entire tournament, he's gonna come out even stronger. Now this another encounter on a different side of our map here. Oh my gosh, Shopper out of there, care of Bernard Bohr at his DBS, and he is leaving the premises aflame. Oh man, this is gonna definitely hurt. Another flush down on the side of a Genesis Esports. It seems Zersha does feel a little bit of a pinch here. RNJ trying to get across. I think he needs to resuscitate. There's a bit of a problem here. They are 2 men down, gentlemen.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, 2 men down, but Destiny Sports still have a 3 man strong right now. Good name, might be able to bring it down. RNJ, perfect timing, trying to balance out this engagement. And let's see if Genesis Sports will be able to respond because they don't have so much cover.
Man, and to think that we're already in Erangel. This is building city. Oh, just like that. First, the blood goes to Team Xerxia. Man, they must regroup after that because after all that, all the stalls that we had, even after a few of the gunshots that we heard before this whole thing even escalated, no one was eliminated. There was no elimination whatsoever. There were encounters, no, but there was absolutely no elimination. And just like that, Team Xerxia back to the drawing board.
Yeah, let's see if they'll be drawing a better picture this time around compared to what we've seen earlier. Because so far they have a good potential in terms of their damage capability, but against the Genesis Esports, they will not be showing that much, especially if a few of their members has been brought down a little bit too early. And more PPX though as much as they want to stay silent and wait for the perfect timing, they will be meet with a few teams that they need to put them out with all those gunshots.
Oh man, look at NB Esports gathering like Autobots, right? They just need to hole up. They just gotta find the perfect spot to park. And we've seen this happen so many times, actually, that some of the teams they bring the cars inside vicinities just so no one would actually take control of them. Not to mention, it's a good way to find cover. So NB Esports, yep, sadly. Oh man, I feel for you, Neptune. I feel for you right now, gentlemen. Hail Esports though, with an early round 2 exit. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I mean, again, hopefully the teams are are not taking it against me, because Hail Esports had good potential earlier, but I think I can take responsibility if they're not performing, but hopefully they will give me or other team will give me a good prediction later on. But right now we are left with 13 teams. Two teams already brought in to the lobby, and they will be in a slowdown as they will need to find out where the enemies are right now. Procedure Evos putting in a lot of work, and they are being gunned down by T2K.
I remember Jane. This particular player right here. He's kind of like a sleeper slayer. There were times that Jane actually had very good streaks in prior tournaments. I'm just not going to mention what they are, but there were times that he was really up there, and when it came to when it came to streaking. But I don't know. It's been a good minute since I've seen that happen. Never mind. Let's head right here to Dewa United. So we have Galak. There we go. That's what I was talking about. Scouting for the bridge, man. That is a very big deal because there's a huge chance that somebody will be coming off of the island, off of Sosnovka, basically the military base. So that is gonna be free frag, right? But yeah, I'd say right now people are making haste to head over to Milta. Milta does have a few buildings to capitalize on a little later, and you could see that white trail. That is a road, ladies and gentlemen. So what that means is if you're a vehicle user, huge chance you're going to pass through that. And the teams who secure their hiding spots earlier on could really prove advantageous.
And worried about U lines though. They are far a little bit further in there, unable to cross the bridge because there might not be so much left, and they will need to swim across to get to this area of Milta. But on NBE Sports though, they already have great headway. One elimination to their name made a little bit of noise. If in case they will be gunned down, hopefully they can grab a few more points their time.
Do that. And here we go. A lot of vehicles on the side of Aegon I8. Just gotta. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to stall a little bit of time here. They do have a good few compounds to their name, but it's only a matter of time before they get pinched in. Look at how many teams are scattered all over the place here. They gotta be slow on this one. It's stage 3, and remember what happened yesterday, Neptune. Some of the teams, they underestimated the power of the blue Grim Reaper. They did fall victim. A lot of them, by the way, are MVP for one of the games. So they still got to be cautious about this. Not just pay attention to the eliminations, not just placement, but of course survival.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. They need to survive a little longer. Not a lot of teams are doing so, especially when everything gets heated. When they are getting that momentum, they are not focusing more on survivability. So hopefully they can do it this time. And I guess with RRQ, that is the game plan. No elimination just yet. Complete squad. The same goes for NBE Sports.
Oh no!
We saw earlier, NBE Sports. I will not mention another team ever again.
Please don't, especially the one that I actually predicted. My goodness. Stay with your team. RRQ off of a clean slate. Man, these boys just came off of the shower. They were just newly bathed. And now, because of what Neptune said, they were inflicted damage. Never mind. Forget that I said that. Here we go. Oh no! Hexes, no! Oh my goodness, Neptune, why you gotta do this to me? Though we have one elimination on the side of RRQ. We'll have a bit of an encounter here of Asa. But let's see if he can close this out. Nerpeiko's still on his knees.
I think he'll be able to grab a few more to their side. The Kagendo, though, is on the bitter end, similar to what we've seen earlier. They only have one guy remaining to their side. You Lions, though, fortunate for them, they were able to cross and got that tail end of this island, but they need to move a little bit further though. They have their bridge as well as a little bit of water to their side that might help them hide out. For those who are on the northern side of the map, it might be difficult because they might be going in out in the open.
Oh man, this is going to be very interesting because there's no casualty yet on the side of Dewa United, and this is one team that we've had kind of mixed results with. Sometimes they do good, sometimes they do bad, or I know it's really arbitrary when it comes to BR, but there's really not much of Dewa United, if you could remember, that we could really talk about. You know, this could be their turning point. A bit of caution. We still have NB Esports untouched, and just by saying that, I'm pretty sure I'm jinxing it already. So, but they do have a couple eliminations to their name. Let's see how the rest of Trade to Kill, as well as Beauty right here, how they're gonna deal with this. Beautiful stuff from Vax, though.
See if Repo Boy or Repo SSS will be able to reposition themselves well later on. As you mentioned, or as I mentioned earlier, they do have a little bit of ridge, but it will be a huge mistake if in case they will be caught off guard. So they're not moving it that quickly across crossing that stage of the circle, and they will be waiting for the perfect timing. And we have Daewoo United though passing across them, but they will not be spotted, even not move by. The same with Youth Alliance. They want to be very, very quiet.
Oh man, one last member off of Genesis Esports. We have Slim Zai over here. Just gotta play things as slow and as safely as possible. If there's any indication that survival really is the name of the game, it was match number 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. As we have three teams a while ago who had to duke it out, 2 or 3 teams I'd say, with their last member making it thus far and holding on for dear life. Now, speaking of holding on for dear life here, we do have Aegon just picking off as much as they could, slowly but surely inching their way to the last few stages that we have. 12 teams here remaining, gentlemen.
Yeah, let's see if 12 teams will be lesser in a bit because, as you mentioned, Genesis Esports only have one guy. And earlier, the aggressive game style of DA Savior has brought them to also with only a few more. Daewoo, though, has lost, or one of their guys has been knocked down. And let's see if the confirmation will be done. And it is for Siege Evo receiving the shorter end of the stick against NB's goes. What a shot!
Woo!
A shot against Youth Alliance. I thought they're safe, but they were not quiet.
Oh man, Leon from Morph. That was pretty dramatic, I'd say. Out of all the teams who I'd say were trying to make the much needed preparations, I'd say Morph really tried their best to be as cautious as possible. Oh my gosh, there it is. I'm jinxing him. I am jinxing him. Get out of there. Get out of there, Rocky. Leave. Oh. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. More action headed your way. Oh, just like that, Persia Evos. They are out of there. And oh, never mind. Never mind. Morph also got eliminated. I was about to say that. Man, I really held on out there for Morph. I really did think that they would go a little further than they did earlier. But yeah, good stuff. Train to Kill, still in this. Still doing really well. I'd say that yeah, good attempt right there, gentlemen. Morph is break here for me. Oh no, I lost 2. I lost as well. No,
Dude, don't take it too hard for yourself. You already have 2-4-2 for your end. I got nothing. I got nothing. And like, even if I tried, even if I attempted to, like, they are being gunned down. So again, don't take it against me. I'm trying my best to choose the best team, and it's, I would say, if you come up in a prediction, any casters, that is already a good thing. You just need to follow it up with a win. But let's see who will be winning this engagement. A few knockdowns already coming in from left, right, and center right now. All they have to do is stay safe and recover. Otherwise, they will be in losing end. 8 teams remaining. At least if you get taken out from the 8th spot and below, you are from the 8th spot, you will have 1 on the placement. Hopefully, you'll be able to follow up with elimination.
Man, I'm keeping my fingers crossed here specifically for Udo Alliance. They did really well earlier, man. I do think that they're able to do it again. Yes, albeit with 1 casualty and 1 down. Maybe if some of these teams start to be a little careless, if I'm not gonna lie, like say Aegon I8. Aegon I8 apparently has the best stats so far when it comes to survivability. One of the best chances. So what they can do for this one is, yeah, perhaps allow the other teams to clash as the usual. It's an old formula, but
Yeah.
you know you're very behind on elimination. So let's see if what they're gonna go for. Are we gonna go for the 10 for the sweet 10, or maybe just rack up those body counts?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams has used this, and I would agree. It has been a formula that has been used overall. It is a working formula. All you have to do is like find the perfect way to approach this if you want to get in a few more apart from the 10. Because if I'm not mistaken, the average that we're getting in terms of elimination and winner chicken dinner points is 10-10, given 20 overall. So if they can grab a little bit more a little bit early, then Aegon I8 might be able to do so. But as we speak, one has been taken down, one has been knocked down. Hopefully they will be able to recover him, but unfortunately they don't. And on the farther side, Kluk or Adik Kluk trying to take out who TF is love.
Oh man. See, this is where I'm usually wrong, but I'm still keeping my hopes up for U2 Alliance. For their sake as well, you know. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna try a little harder, but this cornering from train to kill, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to pick up love right here, just swimming for dear life. And look at this, look at this. Oh,
Ooh.
see that he's coming in for the kill. Are you serious right now, Jane?
Jane.
Oh, a little greedy. XMPL down to his knees. Oh my goodness, Neptune, what's gonna happen here? Nade for a finishing touch? Not quite.
Yeah, Adik Kluk right now is in here really taking in a lot of those knockdowns, and who TF love will be knocked down once again the moment that Jane picks him up. So the smartest thing to do, the only thing to do right now for Jane is just vote him down. But no, who can put Kluk down? He is the one who brought T2K to his knees all alone, and no one to help him. 3 has been brought in.
Man, I could not believe that U2 Alliance went for that. I could not believe they went on a T2K infested ground. That's what I was talking about. I was like, are you seeing this? He's actually gonna go for it. Anyways, man, that was a very risky move on the side of U2 Alliance. There were 3 trained to kill players there, man. Oh man.
that was like one going down in front of him, especially with a vehicle. That's already a blessing for him, because at that point, if he can hide it out, then the rest of the team will be moving in, and that's what he did right now. Now with U2 Alliance, Luke will be running away, and esports trying to gun him down, but no, he goes in for the drift, missing that turn, and he is now stuck against esports. Nades as well as shots will be on him, but he fires back. He responds. He will not be giving up that easily. The only question is, where is the rest of U2 Alliance? Where the rest of the backup? Will cavalry save him this time?
Again, the sleuth of bad decisions so far on the side of U2 Alliance. Just piling up. First, premature engagement. Second, a corner. Look at where he is. His back is against the safe zone. Oh no! Oh no! You're gonna have to go for a sprint. He has to get on out of there. But good trigger discipline on the side of esports, specifically. Right here. This is sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going for it. He tried to set his sights there, but he did not pull the trigger. He doesn't have information. He's gonna start repositioning here. See if there's any other opponent. Ooh.
There you have it. We have not only esports who's targeting them, even Enigma Galaxy shot against U2 Alliance. But still, props to U2 Alliance. Imagine where they were placed earlier. They were not in this island. They were on the other side. They had to cross using that waters. Probably one reason why Kluk was able to gun down those T2Ks in the water, because they know the experience of being hitting the tree, but it was already seconds that he moved away.
Man, this is what I'm talking about. You cannot risk the damage taken from the play zone. This is not where you want to be, and that's what what I was also mentioning. Pardon me, there, Neptune. When it came to the choices that they were making.
Yeah.
You were so close to the safe zone, and you had so much as a tree to back you up, and you went out there with all of these teams sights set on you. Yes, they're not all gunning for you, but you had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
see if if NB Sports will have somewhere to go. Oh, unfortunately, Enigma Galaxy says otherwise, grabbing their 7th elimination. Though Coops and Free really is, well, especially with Coops, because he's part of that road to MVP. Aegon I8, on the other hand, will be eating and ate a lot of bullets from Day 9. Let's see if a lot more will be offered by this team. But no, Bigetron Red villains will be the villains of their story. And Ghost is alone in here in the middle of nowhere, trying to rush them. Unsuspectingly, shots from the other side.
My goodness. Okay, see, I'm gonna give a new award here, gentlemen, for one of probably the most used guns we are seeing today. That Mini 14 wreaks havoc per game. My goodness. Okay, yes, you're right about this. These red villains right here, they are the antagonists today. They are 3 men. There are 3 men right here who can take down each and every single living member from all these other 3 teams off of the fantastic 4 that we have now. However, frags, Nigma right here, they're not really still far off. I'd say that they can still make something happen here, because Aegon I8 down to their last man. Same with a DU. This is, man, this is gonna be something.
Yeah, I mean, they need to be smart in their approach, but D right now is going solo. He needs to be quiet, but no, he managed to knock down one of Aegon I8, but with the gunshots, they will be heard by Enigma Galaxy and Coops and Freak. We know how these guys really bring in the fire. Not only that, we have Bigetron Red Villains on the other side, and it is Superboy, aka U-High, taking the lead. A little bit up front though, and the rest will be backing off in a different compound. But in a bit, it will be closing. The blue will be closing, pushing them in onto that green compound. And let's see, it might be a 2v2 later on, or a 1v2v3 if in case the final member from Dewa will be surviving.
Man, Nux is stuck in that gas station. There's a lot of eyes that'll definitely come his way. But yeah, Enigma Galaxy, I think they're gonna have to play absolute stealth mode here and stay within the crates. No medical utilities here. So this is not the right time for you to be pushing, unless you see somebody turn into a box. Then maybe that's when you can start looting out. And you see how there's a crate over here. So what that means is the goodies are in the bag. You're just gonna have to maybe inch your way. I don't think it was looted as well though. So maybe if Nukes can make his way ever so slowly to that, then maybe a bit of an edge can come his way. I like this. I like the standoff.
Yeah, let's see if who will end the standoff, because again, as much as we want, They Will United is in the shorter end of the stick right now. He's going solo, not so much of elimination. 3 of Bigetron Red Villains are uneasy. And you know how uneasy people are. The moment that they see or feel there's something wrong, they will be shooting at you. You're like crosshair. You are on their crosshairs. And Bigetron Red Villains just need to be outsmarted and outweighted, I believe, if Enigma Galaxy or Dewa will be taking advantage of that. Probably taking down 1 from each team, and then later on they are the ones targeted. But we're talking about BTR. They're not the team that will go down easily.
Definitely, man. They're, as we always imply, they're top dogs for a reason. They have instigated so many firefights. They have started so many dramatic moments here. And speaking of which, they are the first to actually exit their compound, and they are going in for the kill here. It looks like our question is going to be answered here, gentlemen. It looks like BTR, they are asking these players to draw.
Let's see if they'll be drawing a few more than the first blood, as well as how quick will they be drawing. Lapar right now just putting all those nades in all the corners where these teams can possibly hide. But Nooks will be responding as well with his now own utilities and grenade molly right now. Nooks, unfortunately for Nooks, like, he's the one in the very open area, and he was the one damaged. Thus, Because he might be the one being targeted, but no, Freak is in here as well as Coops just showed up and let BTR hear their footsteps. So it is battle all around the part. Receive a little bit of a challenge, and it is a 2v3. Nukes just need to be waiting and silent.
I cannot actually watch this right now, man. I feel for so bad. They're spraying all over his compound here. Nukes! Oh man, he held on for dear life. He did all that he could, but the numbers game really went to his side here. There it is. Sadly, oh, whoa, whoa! What happened?
Enigma, they got the winner